What's up, guys? Welcome back to the episode of the Weekly Scraps. We are joined by the one and only Jacob Fine, the number one host in the industry that everyone loves, and of course, Stephen Lee, my favorite.
Your favorite?
What's happening, fellas?
What are we talking about today, Aljo?
We got some big fights coming up. Louisiana, New Orleans. Do you guys say New Orleans or Narlands? Because I say Narlands.
I say New Orleans.
I say New Orleans, too.
It's New Orleans.
New Orleans, New Orleans, Narlands.
That's the Asian way to say it.
How do you say pecan pie?
Pekin.
Pecan
Crazy.
pie. Pecan pie.
Pecan.
For sure.
We did an episode on that before, didn't we?
We did. We talked about this for a while, actually. Never mind.
We did.
I have something better than pecan pie to start off the podcast.
Oh,
if
let's
you guys
do
don't
it.
mind.
What do you got for us?
Conor McGregor, how do we feel about his meat?
What?
That thing is strong. No diddy.
What? What's wrong
What?
with you guys? What's wrong
What?
with this guy?
What's wrong with me? I'm just asking a genuine question.
Yo.
I think he's giving Aljo a run for his money for most
Bruh.
meat in the UFC.
When
Christ.
I saw the tweet come up on my timeline, I was like, there's no way this is real. This has got to be AI. I was like, why are you doing that with this woman? One, Azealia Banks? I mean, there's so many hotter female artists if you want to, I don't know, share dick pics with. It's just, that was just not on my bingo card. If Conor was to do that, which I'm not surprised, right? There's a lot of guys that do shit like this. But it's Conor. It's kind of like you don't have to do that. You could kind of just go up to the person and be like, hey, what's up? So I'm kind of confused by the choice because I feel like there was bigger and better fish in the sea.
I mean, I don't even know who Azalea Banks is, honestly, but like,
Barely know her.
you're Conor McGregor. Like, why would you be sending dick pics around? Like, did you think this was gonna go unanswered the whole time? Like,
All
this was
rats
gonna
get
go around
caught.
eventually.
All rats
have
get
a-
caught.
I have a theory.
He's just coked up.
I think Conor is a marketing genius, and I'll explain.
Explain
So is it-
sending a wee-wee pic with a barbell on it. Other
So
than you're
Azalea
trying to get
Banks-
strong for the world.
Well, nah, he was lifting weights, bro. You don't lift weights?
I lift weights.
Not like that.
It's a different way
That's
of
the
lifting
most-
weights.
That's the most important muscle.
I might have to start implementing a new regime into my, training camp. I mean, I don't know what
Nah.
I'm going to do with it for Brian, but
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Well, you
Brian,
gotta
this is
shaft
not
him,
for
bro.
you. I swear. I swear it's not for you.
Nah, but Azealia Banks is a singer. She's a known crash out. She's crashed out many times in public before. And I think Conor knew that if he sent her a dick pic, she was going to clout chase and post his dick on Twitter. And then it would be the biggest thing on the internet for a few days, and it keeps him relevant. Let's compare, like, Drake did this a while back. I don't know if you guys remember when Drake's meat leaked out to the world.
No.
There was a video of Drake pleasing himself that got leaked by somebody, and the world gained a lot more respect for Drake based on the size of his appendage. So I just think that might be what happened with Conor. That's all I'm saying. I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Wait, look at
It's
Steve's
definitely-
face. Look at Steve's.
Dude, what's this guy? I didn't know Drake even had a video of him beating his. This is just terrible. This is just a terrible sign of the times, honestly. Like, also, like, I think he's just doing coke. There's definitely way better ways to market yourself. He could just do the same thing he's doing. Like, I'm gonna go fight the White House or whatever. Just say something like that. Like,
You
he didn't
dance for
need-
me, boy. You dance for me. And if I'm entertained, then maybe we'll talk, yeah?
Yeah, see, that was actually awesome. Dude, that I'll watch. Like, I don't want to see this man's meat on my timeline everywhere. This is very unfortunate for everyone involved. Like, this is just terrible, honestly. Like, what is this guy doing? Like, also, you're married. Like, what are you doing? Come on, man. Like, just have some.
Yeah, on that note, I know there was a lot of people in the comments talking about it, which kind of annoys me because here I am. One, mind your fucking business. Why do people get so pressed about how she's feeling? You're not her. She's clearly had multiple things like this happen already. So she's still with the guy. So mind your fucking business. We don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but she clearly has made a choice and drew a line in the sand where she stands. So it's just like, I don't know. I just get a little annoyed when people try to play like the white knight. Like, oh, if that was me, I would have left. I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
No,
what?
it
Nah, she's got to wait for her payday too, honestly. But no,
you
like,
know what I mean? Like,
now we know it's not just the money; it's also the meat.
man,
How do you
Man,
leave
he's
a guy
onto
like
something.
McGregor? He's bringing two of the three things you need.
can you imagine
to
that
keep
thing
a woman
folding up
happy.
inside doing one of these?
Brother, why would you do that? That was so unnecessary.
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even. This guy's laughing.
Did you just pretend to stroke Conor's meat?
No. What?
Bro, you just did this talking about Conor's meat.
Wait, hold
bro.
on. That is not what I did.
That's
That
so
is not-
crazy.
That is not what I did.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, I got group
What-
chat sending this picture, and I'm
Oh
just
no,
like,
it's everywhere.
why do we need this in the group chat? It was great on the internet. I don't need it in my group chats too.
I'm gonna argue it wasn't even great on the internet. I don't even understand. What's going. Like, why is this man doing this? Like Conor, like you're Conor McGregor. You don't need to do this, brother. Like, just
You don't. That's
This
my
was
point.
maybe unnecessary.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe he did. Maybe the proper 12 sales were hitting a dip and he needed to spark controversy again. Because now the whole world's talking about Conor McGregor and his meat.
I don't think they're
And
buying
it's-
proper 12 because of this.
yeah. You're saying like any publicity.
Personally,
is
I
good
ordered a
publicity.
few. I ordered a few bottles after seeing that. Just out
There's
of
no
pure
way.
respect.
Cock.
Just based out of pure respect. And Aljo, I'd order a few bottles of Funk Harbor if you did the same thing.
What?
You got Aljo thinking now.
Are you trying to like Jedi mind fuck me into? No. It's just.
I'm just
it's
saying
not
we could boost your Instagram numbers real quick if you wanted to pull a stunt like that.
Yeah, you
That's
know
all I'm
what,
saying.
man? That's like a fine line. Like you just don't really come back from. Like you could be as successful as you want, but at the end of the day, you're out there with your meat on a barbell, and it's just I don't know, man. There's just no
That's
coming
what I'm
back.
saying. That's a tough one to like even past the whole like him and his relationships. Just like you just want that out there for yourself. Like I don't know, like your fucking
what-
kids in
that's
the
what we're
future are
doing?
gonna be. That's what I'm saying. Like, keeping yourself in the fucking whatever headlines. That's fine, but like in 10 years, your kid's gonna figure out how to use the internet. You're gonna look up Conor McGregor, and he's like, wait a minute, like why is my dad's
Wait, hold on.
cock all over the internet? Like I don't know. It's
You don't think Conor walked around the Lambo yacht with his meat hanging out in front of his kids before?
Oh, look, it doesn't matter about
In
the
front
kids,
of his
but, like,
kids.
Like who even cares? Like, look, all you know is like your kids have to.
Not in front of
Like,
the
dude.
kids.
Yeah, like you're in high school, you're having a tough day. Like you're Conor McGregor's kid. A kid comes to you like, brother, you're like your dad's cock is all over the internet. Like, brother, this is an easy, like, I don't know, just tough sell for me. How about this? If he's doing it for marketing purposes, very short-sighted in my opinion. Very short-sighted. More
Right.
likely he was coked up real quick and then had to send out a dick pic. You know?
You could also say it was very long-sighted, depending on how you're looking at it.
Every day.
It was a funny laugh, but I don't know. I don't judge people's relationship though. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
look, the relationship stuff again. Like I don't really even care about respectfully. Like
They're
I
like,
don't know, do you
oh,
like that?
she's still by his side. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. She's still by his side. You think she's giving that up? You think she's
Yeah,
giving up
like-
that number one spot?
Yeah, who cares? Like, yeah, give him the number one spot. Yeah, like let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Like, look, it's like the same people that were like complaining about. Again, I don't want to get anybody in trouble for this, but like when Dana slapped his wife, like, it's like, look, I don't like. Not good. Definitely unacceptable. But like, I don't know the relationship. But clearly she's still with them. Like whatever. Like, look, if this guy's gonna do that, clearly she's with them for a reason. Who knows? She might have fucking clocked them right before. Let people. This is probably a terrible.
I mean,
that
she
looks like I'm
did.
promoting
She
domestic
did on
violence
video,
right
she
now.
did.
I know it doesn't look good for you know what, but like.
But still.
Everyone, yeah, just how about this? Like 30 years ago, when there was no social media, like your favorite athletes probably were doing way worse, heinous shit, and we had no idea about. Unfortunately, now there is social media, so even your favorite athletes can look very foolish very easily now.
Yeah, it's tragic because I think a lot of people have these standards of themselves and what a role model should be or what athletes should be. But at the end of the day, we're all fucking idiots. We're just a bunch of people walking around trying to be less idiotic than the next and trying to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So I don't judge Conor. I just want to do it. It's just not. It's not my thing. But I also watch. Maybe I shouldn't even reveal that.
Bro,
But
please, just dude.
maybe I don't even reveal that. But yeah,
Can we stop talking about Conor McGregor's? I think we
let's
can
stop
talk
talking
for, like,
about his shaft.
This is crazy. Can we talk about actual fights? What the people want to know? What the people want to actually, what they're here for right now?
Yeah,
Yo, come on.
I'm in the PI and I go, yo, did you guys see Conor McGregor on Twitter today? Yo, oh my goodness! And everyone I asked, for the most part, at least out of the 10 people I asked, I think seven of them saw it, and they were like, "Yo," I'm like, "Yeah, that was crazy, right? That was crazy." Like,
That was crazy.
I'm like, why? I don't know. But all right,
All right,
Louisiana card.
Anyway, moving on. So we got Holloway versus Poirier, UFC 318. Supposedly Dustin's retiring.
His retirement fight. They say.
They say, which we'll get into that later. But first, how do you guys see the fight going?
Listen, man, I don't know if I can see this fight going any different than the first two, especially the last one that they had. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a straight-up slobber knocker. I'm telling you that right now. But I think Dustin I just think he has a size on him. Even though Max is a good size 55er, Dustin's just a little bit more of a tank. And I think those punches, they just add up a little bit more than Max's. Unless Max is going to... I know he was back in the weight room and everything, but I think if he's not committing to his punches and really trying to put some damage on him, of course he's looking to hurt him, but Max is more of a volume guy than he is a power puncher, where Dustin's he's got that shabaka, man. Like, he touches your chin, he puts guys down. But they had a really good fight the second time. It was a crazy scrap. Both of them busted up. But I don't know. I feel like I think this is going to be a good send-off for Dustin. It's going to be a classic again. I don't know if any one of them going to get finished. That I don't know.
No, I think that's fair. Yeah, no, I'd say probably, I mean, it's weird. I don't even count the first fight right now just because, like, it was so long ago. Like, it was Holloway's debut. How old was he? Like 19, 20 when he started. But the
20.
second fight was in 2019, so still 6 years ago. But they were definitely way more finished products by that fight. And that was I thought that was a really competitive fight. Like, I thought that was a super close fight. Like, I guess you had to give it to Dustin, but, like, I thought it was super competitive. And given the other factors too, like, I know Holloway took that fight on short notice. That was a weight class up. You know, he definitely, even if you look at that fight, he doesn't look like he's necessarily in great shape for that fight. And I thought he had a great showing regardless. So I don't know. I don't know how that fight's gonna go. I think I lean towards Holloway, but not confidently. Especially, you know, coming off a tough fight. I mean, they're both coming off tough fights, but for different reasons.
His is a KO loss. That's the difference.
No, that's fair.
And it wasn't like a TKO. It was like, you know, the follow-up punches and everything. Those are bad, man. Like, even for Dustin, when he got knocked out by Gaethje, for him to recover the way that he did and get back in the win column against Saint Denis, and then have such a great performance against Islam, going all the way to the 5th round. I don't know. I feel like Dustin looks like the surer pick for me if I was a betting guy. I love both these guys. I'm a big fan of both of them, you know? So I hate seeing either one of these guys lose. These guys, I've come up watching these guys in the game as I was coming up the game, right? So it's tough. I could see Max winning, right, with the volume if he can move. But if he points to the ground with Dustin, I don't know. That'll be a great little send-off right there. So I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping we get an iconic moment in this fight. But it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I say
Wait,
there's
yeah. Aljo, did you press record?
On my camera, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't hear you say it, so I was just wanted to make sure. Continue. I was like freaking out for a second.
You think my first time on the job? You think we could talk about all this meat slinging around and not hit record?
Christ.
So that being said, so Dustin's supposedly retiring after this fight, but a lot of people are speculating that if he does have a fashionable win, that could be getting a title shot. And he'll stick around for that. So I'm curious, do you guys think no matter what, he's going to stand on business and retire? Or is he going to, if the right opportunity comes his way, he's going to take it?
Steve, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think in this sport it's always hard to walk away. But I mean, look, if he gets a storybook ending, I think he'll take it. Man, it's tough, man. Like, I think he's a fighter's kind of fighter, so I think those guys are always going to be extra difficult for them to leave. Uh, if they give him the right opportunity, I think he's sticking around. But I mean, again, they'd have to give him the right opportunity. I mean, what are they gonna do? Give him the Ilia fight? I mean, I would definitely watch that. But aside from that, yeah, I don't know what other fight he'd stick around for.
Yeah, he said. If I remember correctly from one of his quotes that I saw on the gram, it was like, "What am I doing this for? I don't want to disrespect the sport by sticking around if I don't think I could become a world champion." And I think with Islam vacating, it kind of opens the door wide open depending on how this performance goes. If he goes out there and he looks good and he wins, and let's say he dominates. If he dominates, I feel like it's going to be hard to settle that itch to be like, I'm just done. But I think if it's a back and forth, then it's just like, damn, he just killed Max. We just had a crazy fight. Styles make fights, yes. But then if they go tit for tat, then it's kind of like, well, is there really a silver lining at the end of this for me to actually become a world champion? Or, again, if he dominates, maybe there's that light bulb in the back of his head. Is like, you know what? I think we got one more dance. So this is cool in his home state. I love that for him. I hate people that say that. I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that for you. I hate that. I hate that for you.
It's a very,
It's
very
I hate
feminine.
that for you.
It's a very
Yeah.
feminine thing to say.
It's
I
super
hate
weird.
that for you.
When guys say it, I'm just looking at them like, the hell's going on over here? But I do think if he can go out there and dominate and look great in his performance, maybe even get a finish over a tough dude like Max. I mean, you gotta imagine he's kind of, I don't want to say broken in, but usually after you've been KO'd once, it makes it a little bit easier. And depending on what Max has done in the time off, and I don't want to see either one of these guys get KO'd, man. That'd be heartbreaking. But it's an interesting scenario, right? I do think if he goes out there and he dominates, I think he sticks around for one more. That's what I really think he's gonna do.
If it's a title shot, or are you
If
just
it's
saying
a title shot. I mean,
Yeah.
who else is? I mean, but then you pass up Gaethje again. Gaethje's gonna be pissed. Gaethje's gonna be tight if they leapfrog him. He's like, yo, I just knocked this guy out. I stepped up. I lost. I came back. I beat Fiziev on short notice. A tough fight, and then I'm getting passed up again. Yo,
Yeah, but Dustin would be on a 2-fight win streak. He also stepped up and fought a hard guy. And I'm not buying this whole thing that Gaethje should just be given a title shot. Sorry.
but Gaethje had the title shot until he fought Max.
Okay, but you didn't have to say yes to Max. So like you did and you lost. And you got schooled in that fight. The whole fight, I thought. And then he got knocked out. So like
I
I
don't know
just
if he
don't
got
see
schooled.
why
I
he's
don't
like
say he got schooled.
Nah, Max was winning most of that fight.
Now, Max,
I thought Max dominated.
I thought
No, I thought
Max
Max
started to
dominated.
dominate after he broke his nose with the
yes, I
spinning
think
back
that's fair too.
Yeah, so Max broke his nose and then yeah.
I mean, look, I just think it sets a terrible precedent, and it is kind of a precedent for the UFC. Like, if the guy did you a favor, you got to kind of do the right thing by him, you know? Like, exactly like you said, he didn't need to take that fight, but he did, and I'm sure the UFC kind of, in their own way, corralled him into taking that fight a little bit.
I know
And,
about favors.
Yeah, you know, like, so, but that's the thing, like...
Why'd you
it
sign
just-
the contract then? Why'd you sign
Well,
the
that's what I'm
contract
saying. It's a
then?
shitty feeling when you're like, why'd you sign the contract? It's like, because trust me, like, it's not, the alternatives aren't great either. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? You know, like, he's on a rock and a hard place. So, you know, he tried to do the right thing by the company. You would hope being a company guy kind of pays off in some way. But in this, that's where it's a tough, because I think by merit, he probably doesn't deserve the title shot. But if it's by merit, then half these guys don't fucking deserve the title shot at this point. The UFC just does whatever the fuck they want. So if we're
Wait,
gonna do it by
who
that,
deserves it on merit? You're saying?
no, on merit right now it's Armin Sarukian easily. Like that's to me, that's you know. But like again, like if we're just looking at it just in the history of the UFC, the last I'd say a couple years, the merit doesn't really seem to mean anything on it. So like who even cares? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like if there is no rules in terms of that, then just the UFC can do whatever criteria they want to make fights. Like this guy did us a favor, so we're giving him a title fight. It's like okay, like I'm not gonna argue that. Like you're gonna give fucking guys on losing streaks a title or a losing who have been on a loss a title fight. Like yeah, you guys can just do whatever you want clearly.
Yeah. Jose
But I feel like
Aljo,
if Dustin
Ilia.
beats Max, he deserves it more than Gaethje. And that's a
Deserve-
cooler
Wait,
fight.
can I ask you why? Why do you say that?
Because he'd be on a 2-fight winning streak. Gaethje's on a 1-fight winning streak. He got knocked out more recently.
Who's the 2-fight winning streak for
And
Dustin?
Max is a higher ranked guy than Fiziev. So he'd be coming off a better win. Dustin beat Saint Denis, and now it would be beating Max. If
Yeah, but that was
Gaethje gets a
before.
title,
That was before. That
But
was
he
before
lost to-
Islam.
Yeah, he lost to Islam. That was his last fight, I thought.
oh, that was in between.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. My
That's
bad.
why I was like, where's his 2-fight win streak?
Yeah, and even then,
Okay.
like, even if he beats Max, like, what? Like, you don't.
Yeah, but
Dude, there's
okay,
so many more deserving guys.
Just give Armin the damn shot already.
Yeah, look, if we're just being fair, like, just Armin's the #1 contender. But if we want to make the dopest fights possible, Armin versus Patty, and then just Ilia versus Islam.
Yeah, but Islam's got to win now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair too. Or, like, I don't really. Look, it's an interesting fight, but, like, the Islam Della Maddalena fight doesn't really do it for me. And it's an interesting fight, don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool, but, like, are you kidding me? Ilia versus Islam? Like, come on. That's the fight. Like, that's the #1, #2. You know, arguably the top 2 pound for pound guys right next to each other. That's the #1 fight to make in the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. But imagine, I mean, we could go off on a tangent on this. Like, if Islam beats JDM,
Oh, then come on, let's go.
that sets up a crazy possibility to be a 3-weight champion. Because I don't think Islam's
100%.
going to come back down to 55.
100%. Nah, then you got to do that. Are you kidding me? That's the fight.
Dana said he literally said it automatically sets up a super fight between Ilia and Islam.
All day.
That's the biggest fight you can make in the UFC right now.
100%.
Besides Aspinall and Jones.
John Jones.
I mean, look, even the Aspinall John Jones, great fight. To me, Ilia versus Islam. Again, the #1, like, these are the top guys in the world reliably for the last couple of years, like, have been consistently winning on ridiculous win streaks, not, you know, like, fighting the top guys of their or at least their time right now. Like, this is the #1 fight. Like, the John Jones Aspinall fight's interesting, but, like, John Jones already had his prime. Like, this is his second, you know, go whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, he's still awesome, but, like, I'm not really. It doesn't do it for me the same way you get to see these top 2 young savages, like, going after, you know.
Nah, I feel you on that. That makes sense.
I think I would be more excited to see Ilia versus Islam.
But
Like, I would be very excited for that.
just to end that, so Dustin wins. If he wins, we do not think he should get a title shot.
I don't think so.
We still think it should be Armin.
Between him and Gaethje, I would say Dustin.
Oh, that's
Even
fair.
though Gaethje knocked him out.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
That's the tough part.
Yeah, but Gaethje knocked him out and then lost, and then, like, if you're comparing their last, if Dustin beats Max in like a finish, right? I'm saying that's a more impressive win than Gaethje defeating Fiziev.
Well,
for the
it's
second
weird
time.
because Max beat Justin. Justin beat Dustin. Dustin beats Max. it's a crazy triangle. Just throw Armin in there, call it a day, so we can move on. Some new blood, fighting for the title. I think new faces just makes it more interesting than doing the same guys over and over and over. But I would love to see a matchup with Ilia versus Dustin. I think that's an interesting fight because Dustin's not the tallest guy. He's shorter in stature. He's like my height, 5'7", maybe a little bit taller than me. And he's wide. He's a tank. So that makes that matchup very intriguing from that standpoint with the boxing. Southpaw, orthodox. I think it makes for a fun matchup. But for merit, I think it's got to be Armin. Just because, man, it's just the same thing with the Evloev, man. Just put him in a damn title shot already. You see, if Evloev was getting a title shot and then he got injured like he just did with Pico, that would have been on him. See, if they had just made it, they'd have been like, oh, now you got to go fight 10 more people. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
But just put the guys in there. Let these guys get a chance. And if they don't make it to the dance, switch it out. Put somebody else in there.
I mean, do you think it's fair to punish Armin the way they are for messing up the main event? I feel like
Still too
that's
much.
actually like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of warranted.
You think it is warranted?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, weird things
It,
happen. We've seen people pull out before. The same thing with Erin Blanchfield and Macy Barber that just happened recently. I know she had like some medical stuff going on that whatever. But it's like weird things happen in the sport. So it's hard for me to say like yeah, it's warranted, but it's also like sometimes there's just crazy circumstances.
Mhm.
And it's like what
And
do you
plus,
do at
look,
that point?
even just if they were using the reason, like, I know they said it was like a back issue last time. I know some people were saying that now he's having trouble making weight. Who knows what's actually true? I mean, he just weighed in as the backup for the
Yeah.
Ilia fight, and he made weight. Look, so if that's the major issue everyone was worried about, look, he can clearly make the weight. So, at 155 flat. So, I don't know. Look, the guy did the thing he was supposed to do. I say just give him the shot. Again, I think that's just the fair thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Max. Speaking of Ilya, Max said regarding Ilya's title run that it's a bit overrated because
I saw that.
he basically said like Volk was coming off a knockout loss on a 2-week notice fight, and then shortly turned around, fought Ilya, and wasn't probably fully recovered. So Max was kind of discrediting that win. He said, and then regarding Charles, he said it was a big name, but he was also coming off of a loss. So he basically is saying like, yeah, the names are big, but he didn't like. It's not that impressive when you really break it down. I was curious what you guys thought about that.
I didn't look at it like that, to be honest, but I think he's got a valid point. I think it's hard to argue that. I don't think anyone could sit there, look me in the eyes, and deny anything that he said.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Look, he got Volk at the right time. Look, Oliveira was a tailor-made matchup. Look, I will say, regardless, I think skills pay the bills, and he's clearly got the skills regardless. Uh, Obviously, I'm going to say I think the fact that he got that Volkanovski got knocked out just prior to this prior to his fight with Ilia definitely had to have an effect on him. But again, like I think Ilia's still skilled enough to beat Volk, regardless.
Yeah.
So it's tough because like I agree, but it's tough to do that too because like for Holloway you can do that with almost anybody. Like you can go back to anybody's history and be like, oh well, this guy. You could go to anyone's record and start really dissecting it like that. So I don't think it's fair to do with Ilia, especially like right now, like right when he's in it. Like I don't think it's fair to do that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. It's man, these guys in this sport is just it's so tough. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I
Yeah.
agree with that. Like, but at the same time, like you said, I do think there's something to be said that Ilya's skill set, at some point in that fight, he could have still clipped him, and just the raw technique, not even raw, but the seasoned technique, I should say. I think he would have possibly gotten to him. Would it have been finished right then and there in terms of durability? I don't know, but it looked like the one punch touched him and he shut his lights off instantly. So there is something to be said about that, but at the same time, I think that would have possibly happened regardless.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that 100%. And look, it's tough too because like I think like a guy like Ilia, he fought who he had to fight on the way up. Like certain guys, I feel like a lot of times you feel like they got manufactured. Like certain guys got brought up like the UFC. You could definitely tell was bringing him up with the right matchups. Like Ilia was never like that. He fought everyone. He fought the Ryan Halls. He fought Yusuf Zalal. He fought Josh Emmett, Bryce. Very different styles, all different looks. He didn't. I'm gonna say didn't have an easy path to get to the title either. So
Yeah.
look, I think the fact that he did that just proves like he is the guy. He is who he says he is.
But then, what did Max say about him?
That'd be the interesting part. I didn't listen to the whole interview.
That's what I was gonna bring up. I don't think he really mentioned himself in that discrediting.
Well, again, like
But
if you want to do that again, that's what I'm saying. You could really, if you look back on anybody's career, you could do this with anybody. Like you're like, oh, Holloway just fought up at 155. He just dropped back down to 145. He was definitely, fatigued, or he wasn't completely 100% going into. You could do that on anybody's career. I'm telling you, you could go back and just be like, oh, like GSP, he fought what? Josh Koscheck. He was just a wrestler and an overhand right. Oh, he fought this. Like You can literally do that with anybody. So again, I just think ultimately, if you watch Ilia, his skills are his skills, and I don't really think it matters who you put in front of him. I think, you know, he's gonna do his thing. And again, like if you want to go back in history and be like, the guy wasn't, Volk wasn't 100%. Max went up a weight class, then back down. Charles was a tailor-made matchup. Like eventually, you just got to be like, oh, maybe this guy's really just that fucking good. Like he is exactly what we thought he was.
Aljo, so you're saying it's hard to argue with what Max said? What is that noise?
What was that?
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh,
Mi
Jesus.
corazón.
Wait, so do you think the outcome
I got some
with
pictures
Volk,
like that, by the way, in Colombia.
That's fine.
Oh,
Do you think the outcome with the Volk fight would have been different? Like, I guess that's what Max insinuating, right? Like, he had an easier time with Volk because Volk was coming off that knockout, pretty short turnaround time to come back and fight Ilia. Is that what you're saying? You kind of agree? Like, the fight might have gone differently had Volk been healthy coming into that fight?
That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know if the circumstances would have changed, to be honest. I mean, the way he set up those punches, I don't think anyone could sit there and say, like, well, this would have been different because he did this. I'm looking at it like, well, he still threw the combination the way he threw the combination. And if that connects the way that it connects, even if he wasn't coming off that knockout loss, Ilia has shown that when he connects, it's usually a bad night, right? So I'm kind of curious to know what Max thinks about that, like for himself, because he was in a similar situation. So what does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to discredit what Ilya's done.
yeah.
For
And look, I
sure.
will say, look, I think Max Holloway ultimately he is just a competitor too. Like it's hard to get that out of anybody. Like I'm sure Holloway doesn't want to. No competitor is gonna go back and just be like, yeah, the guy's just better than me. It is what like. He is gonna find any reason to be like, yo, I'm gonna get that one back. Like whether it's even accurate or not, I don't know. But like for him, if this is how he creates reasons for as to why like he can beat Ilia in a rematch, dude, whatever. Say what you gotta say, believe what you gotta believe. Like if that helps Holloway in the future, I'm all for it.
Yeah, you don't go in there training with Ilia. You just don't do it. Now with a guy
Actually,
that tight with his boxing, you just can't do that.
also, like the guy Charles lost to is the guy in a close decision is the guy everybody's saying Ilya is afraid to fight, and Ilya
Well,
knocked out Charles in one round.
I mean, look, you can't look at it like that either, though. Like styles make fights. Armin arguably has the style that. Look, I don't even believe it. I think if they made that fight, I think Ilia puts Armin away personally. Who knows? But like a lot of people argue that Armin has the style to make Ilia look beatable because he's big 155er. He's going to look to utilize his wrestling. He's going to look to put him down. Like, and we don't know how Ilia looks against a big, strong 155er that's going to look to put him on his butt. So, yeah, I do get the argument that Armin, just stylistically, is the interesting fight in that sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think if there's anyone who's got the sauce, it's probably Armin.
Not Islam.
I mean, Islam's not in the weight class, so it's a little bit different, right? That's more of a super fight type of thing. But I think at 155, for sure, it would be Armin. Just because he can wrestle, he strikes well, he moves well, he has got great lateral footwork, and those are the harder guys to fight. And we know he can wrestle his ass off. He wrestled damn near perfect as he could on a short notice against Islam. Had a crazy fight against Gamrot. And then what was the other one that he had?
Knocked out
Oliveira.
Dariush.
And even
Oliveira.
I know Rogan was also saying that he felt Oliveira won that fight, depending on how you're looking at it from a scoring criteria. And I kind of agree. I mean, it was a really close fight, but
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch that. Look, it's a tough one because based on what I remember, I thought the control time was but I mean, like, even this weekend, like the Wonder Boy Bonfim fight. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like
Wonder Boy
you
won
know,
that. Wonder Man won
well,
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like based on principle, Wonder Boy. Like I don't even know, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't watch that and be like, fuck. Like you had to know that there was a good possibility, like you got controlled just a little too long. I'm not even saying I agree with it, but you just got to know going into it, like, okay, like if this goes to the scorecards based on this of what just happened, there's a decent chance the judge is going to just look at him holding my back for that long and be like, okay, give it to. But again, if we're basing it on the actual rule based on what the rules are, like damage is the first criteria and then everything else comes in second, I would, again, if we're talking about Wonder Boy's fight, that's an easy one. Like Wonder Boy probably won that fight.
Yeah, it's just annoying because sometimes they score grappling very little, and then sometimes I know they moved away from scoring takedowns the way that they used to so heavily.
Mm-hmm.
But for that one, I'm like, yo, he took him down, but he did literally nothing. I'm like,
100%.
what are we actually scoring here? It's supposed to be a change of position. I'm a Wonder Boy fan. I thought he won, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, look, to be fair, I was playing Fortnite, which is embarrassing, but I was playing Fortnite during that fight, so I was like, kind of looking at the screen. I'm like, damn, like he's getting controlled a lot, and I'd be like watching from one screen to the next. But I mean, the moments I saw where he was hitting him, I'm like, oh shit, Wonder Boy's definitely winning this fight. Then I'd be looking at him getting controlled. I'm like, shit, it looks like he's losing.
A couple head kicks in there too, but it is what it is.
Funny. All right. There's been a huge narrative going around lately. I'm seeing it pick up a lot of steam that the UFC has become a lot weaker in terms of the card quality and the promotion behind the cards. For example, like there's been a lot of criticism about how repetitive and like cookie cutter the promotion is for each card, and it's like it's making it less exciting.
This is a recent thing?
I mean, it's the narrative, like it's becoming like it's a bursting bubble how big the narrative has grown. Like I know
Dude, I've been saying this for like 4 years. Like I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about at this point. Like the UFC's been doing Apex events for like 3 years past COVID now. Like you think they give a shit? Like they gotta make content. They don't care look, respectfully, sorry Aljo, I know this is like you're a UFC fighter, but like dude,
Hey,
like
it's
just
saying it.
yeah. No, like okay, like I just as a UFC fan, like bro, like you don't like the fights this weekend. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at this point. Like I don't know half the names. And look, maybe that's on me. Maybe I gotta go look back and like watch all these guys too. But it's just like it just seems like they're just producing content. There is no care into the product, you know?
I kind of disagree, bro. Like I would rather have UFC every weekend and have it be a little more watered down, but I can watch something every Saturday than and honestly, like there's always like a few months where the pay-per-views are kind of weak, but for the most part, like this pay-per-view is sick. Like the main event is sick.
This pay-per-view's sick. You think this pay-per-view's sick, Jake? The word "sick" is what you just used, respectfully. Like you
The
said
main
this
event
pay-per-view's
is sick.
sick.
I do.
The main event's good.
Max versus Dustin in Dustin's retirement fight in New Orleans isn't sick to you.
It's a very look. I guess if I could equate it to like boxing terms, like to me, it's like the Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward of MMA fights. Like these are phenomenal. These are really good fighters, really fun fighters. What does it mean to the landscape of the sport? Like if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, like these are two legends. They're gonna put a great fight, no question. Again, two legends deserve absolute respect. Like what does this have to do with who's the best guy in the world? If that's what we're looking for in this sport,
Matt, I know we didn't even touch on this when we were talking about the potential outcomes of the fight, but like you could argue Max is fighting for he's fighting for a number one contender spot or a title shot potentially, depending how things play out.
Yeah, but he just got knocked out by the guy that's got the belt right now. Like, what are we even talking? Look, that's what I'm saying. It's all fine. Like, I don't really look, Jake. At this point, I don't even care about this shit that much anymore. But like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a fine fight, but like, you want to see this card sick? Like, that's insane.
No, hold on.
I can't accept that, sir.
Can I? Let me just. I think
what's the co-main event? What's the co-main
think
event, Jake?
It's Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. That's going to be a
Say
banger.
that again with a straight face.
Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov.
And this is like go to any random card in 2015. I swear to God, like go to a fight night in 2014. I guarantee you the top 4 fights will be 8 times. Like it's just
yeah, but there was less of them.
Yeah, yes and no. Like there was definitely
in 2015 there was significantly less fights.
probably like every other weekend or something like that, but it may be significantly less fights, whatever. Like,
Wait, are we looking at the main card or the whole card?
No, I'm talking about the main card right here. Can I just say the fights, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Let me make my case.
okay,
Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier. There's no way that's a bad fight. That's going to be a very
that's a fun
exciting.
fight.
I'm leaving the house to go watch that fight. Okay, no matter what. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Both these guys, they're going to scrap. It's going to be a sick fight. Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez. There's no way that's not an entertaining fight. Dan Ige versus Pitbull. Dan Ige, 50K Dan Ige. Usually that's an entertaining fight. Then Michael Johnson, Daniel Zellhuber. I don't know much about Daniel Zellhuber, but like that, I just named 4 fights that I'm pretty sure are going to be very entertaining fights. I would put money on. Those are 4 very entertaining fights.
I mean, if Jake Fine was the promoter for this event, I would give him a C-. I'm not that, what, like, you're just saying names and expecting me to be excited. It's Roman Kopylov. Like, yeah, Roman Kopylov's a fun fighter.
Yeah,
That's
he
like,
starches people.
Yeah, some people, yeah. Like,
You don't want to see Paulo Costa get
It's
starched?
Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper's fighting. Paulo
I
Costa.
can't tell if Aljo's being serious. Oh no, Kopylov. All right, that motherfucker. All right. No, like, these are fine fights. Like, these are, yeah, you know, like, Jake, I don't want to attack these fights.
It's not like a UFC where it's like Conor versus Aldo, Chris Weidman versus whoever. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not like 5 all-time great fights, but like we don't get those anymore. I still think this is a cool
It's a
card.
fine
Like,
card. Is it
this
worth,
isn't anything
what is
to
it?
complain
How much
about.
are pay-per-views now?
I don't
Like,
know.
if you were at
85.
home, just paying for are you paying $80 or $85 for the, insane, disrespectful. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
I would pay.
Jake, I want to put $85
Wait, I think
onto a
this is
pay-per-view.
I think this is a pretty good main card, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Wait, Steve, if these fights were in New Jersey and you didn't have a baby that's newborn, I'm pretty sure you'd pay for a ticket to go.
Nah,
Go watch these fights.
I'm pretty much only going to go to fights if one of our guys is going at this point, Jake. But I get what you're saying. I do
Okay,
get your argument. But like,
5 years ago. So that's more than $85.
yeah, I mean, like, I mean, look, I'm just saying, like, would you put $85 down? Like, I want to put $85 down on a good card. Like, the last pay-per-view they had, I'm willing to pay. You know, like, I want to vote with my dollar.
But wait,
I
did
want
you
them
pay?
To put, yeah.
Did you pay?
100%. I pay for any good UFC card where they truly put a good card on. I will put, because I'm trying to vote saying, like, this is what I'll pay for. This is the actual good stuff that I would like to pay money for, please. Like, let me pay you for good content and just stop putting random slop together. Just as a fan, it's like, look, I'm going to watch the fights regardless, but just, you could be doing me a little bit of a favor by trying just a little more, you know, like, and again, like, the UFC doesn't give a shit. Like, they want to appeal to the casual fan. That's like kind of what you're saying is like, oh, you know, I want 2 random guys fighting on the weekend, which is fine. Like, but I want to see 2 high-level guys competing at a high level at the, again, what's supposed to be the NFL of MMA, like the highest level of the sport. And then I'll watch a random guy that has no idea how to defend a takedown. I'm like, what the fuck is good? Like, this is the UFC. Like, these guys were able to solve this in 2005. How are you not solving this, brother? Like, you know, like, I need to, as a fan, watch the top guys.
I think we are getting 2 top-level guys fighting at a high level.
Oh, no, like, the main event's a great fight. No, it's a very fun fight.
I mean, the main event is great. Paulo Costa is not Paulo Costa what he used to be, but still a pretty big name.
Yeah, I guess.
Kopylov is on a 2-fight win streak. Costa's on a 2-fight losing streak. So this is kind of like a changing of the guards. Kevin Holland's on a 2-fight win streak right now. Him facing Daniel Rodriguez, who is also on a 2-fight win streak. I mean, so there's some merit here. The only thing is Patricio Pitbull versus Ige. Ige is a great name. Pitbull is a great name too, but based on what he's done lately, not the greatest resume. Let me not say resume, but the best track record of what he's got to date. Where you got Ige kind of knocking guys out left and right. And then, of course, Michael Johnson, he's been on, The Ultimate Fighter, season 11?
Yeah.
And he's fighting a young buck and Daniel Zellhuber. So I think someone's getting knocked out in that fight. But, yeah.
I think we're going to have I think there's no way this card is boring, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not a boring card.
No, it's not a boring card, but I'm just saying, like, I want meaningful fights. Like, again, like, I don't know if that's...
Wait, when you say meaningful, you're talking like
who's next in the queue? Like, how does this lead to what we ultimately want to see, which is the two best guys in their division get it on? Like, and that's for every division. Like, I want to, like, that should be for every, to me, like, as a fan, like, I want to see, again, like, the two highest level guys competing, and then just keep working their way up, almost like a tournament format, to see, like, who's the top guy, like, you know, who's the champion. Like, I don't know how many of these fights, like, how many of these guys do you see, and, you know, you never know, but, like, how many of these guys do you see being champions? And you don't have to answer that, but, like, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, I look at that card, and I'm like, there's some former champions, some guys that have fought for the title, but I'm like, how many of these guys do I see them contending against, I don't know, who's the 185 champ, Dricus du Plessis, or, you know, like, I don't know how many of those guys I see, was it like a 155? Do I see Michael Johnson reclaiming his, and look, as a Michael Johnson, and I'm a huge Michael Johnson fan, by the way, again, like, he's one of the guys that I watched, you know, since season 11 of The Ultimate Fighter, just like you're saying. Like, do I see him contending for a title, you know, again, like, no, but, I mean, like, and again, it can't always be like that, you know, there's always going to be the fighters that are just there, like, for entertainment purposes, but, like, I want more cards have, like, I want more cards that have, again, like, who's going to be the next guy? Who's going to be the next Ilia Topuria? Who's going to be the next Islam Makhachev? Like, I want to see those fights more than anything else.
No, I feel you. It makes I get what you're saying, but it's gonna be hard to do that just because there's so much. There's just so many fighters, man. It's just
Yeah.
Season 12 was the Ultimate Fighter he was on. Season 12.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. There's definitely more garbage cards per year than before, but we still get like a few insanely stacked cards per year, which I don't think. I mean, isn't that what they were doing in 2016, 2015, 2010? It was like 4 insane cards per year.
Not really. Like, almost every pay-per-view was phenomenal.
But there was a lot less of them.
But no, there's 12. There's one pay-per-view a month. They've been doing that for years. But, like, the fight nights maybe have been a little fewer and far between too. But, like, I mean, like, Jake, I don't know when you started watching the sport, but I'm gonna say in my opinion, like, the golden age was over a decade ago. Like, the peak of this sport in terms of that, like, entertainment and everything, where it all kind of meshed together. Like, I mean, arguably Conor McGregor might have ruined the sport in that sense, but, like, again, you look at the UFC 205 lineup. You look at, I mean, dude, look at so many of these cards, just like from top to bottom. You know every name on that card. But, like, nowadays, it's so, again, because there's so many fighters. I get it. Like, it's so much more difficult. But, like, again, like what you're saying, like, oh, you know, they put a lot of crappy fight cards. I'm like, yeah, but they don't need to. That's all I'm saying. Like, they don't need to put on crappy fight cards. Like, I'm gonna watch the fights regardless. Could you at least put some, like, good guys on there? Look, and this would be my, if you want to, again, now that I'm going on a tangent, I'm sorry. Like, if you want to do this from the bottom up, just get 5 or 6 talent scouts across the country or across the world, instead of, like, 2 matchmakers that are just talking to random managers. Just have them actually scout the best talent in the world, start from the bottom up, and actually just build your talent from the bottom, instead of just randomly being like, okay, Ali, okay, Malky, who's the best guy you got for me right now? We're gonna have them fight on the Contender Series for us. Like, just fucking fix the sport and make this entertaining for me again, please.
It's gonna be a bunch of people from the Caucasus Mountains on those cards then.
Yeah. Look, to me, it's about this. If it's like that, it is what it is. Like, I'm a John Fitch fan, brother. I'll watch anyone that gets the job done. You know, like, if you can't stop that, that's on you. And, like, again, like, if it just ends up being fucking 30 Dagestanis per weight class dominating, unfortunately, it is what it is. But I would like to think.
You think that would be better than it is right now?
It'd be real. Like, it would be, you want to know who the best guy in the world is, Jake, or not? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, I want to know who you, like, again, like, I want a tournament bracket. Who's the best motherfucker? Like, I don't want the Sean I don't want the guys that they just keep pushing up. Like, I just want to see a real fighter. Like, I want to see the Marvin Haglers, the guys that, like, you know, you look up to growing up, because, like, these guys are fucking legit. Like, respectfully, like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but, like, I like Peyton Talbot, I like his skills and everything, but I'm like, man, stop. I want the real guys. Like, stop this.
Fair enough.
Look, that's just my take.
Fair enough.
I still think it's a solid main card. I think it's a solid main card.
I think the card. I don't have a problem with the cards. I do agree that the promotion of the cards is stale as fuck, and it's not creative anymore. And it's like, yeah, bring back those round tables. Make it, like, fun. Like, it's not fun. Like, I don't watch the countdowns anymore. It's the same fucking editing every time. Like, no disrespect to them, they do a great job. They do what they're supposed to do, but like, switch it up at some point. I think. Like that could make it way more exciting. Like,
I will say, I don't know if you watched this countdown. I will say the one thing I liked about this countdown is that they talked about like Dustin and Holloway like through their whole careers and like kind of how they got to this point. Which again, like, I have to be fair, I haven't watched many of the countdowns in a while. Yeah, but again, like, yeah, I thought that was an interesting take. Like, they didn't really do a co-main event countdown. It looked like it was just all about Max and Dustin. And again, for two legends, they do deserve as much time getting promotion as possible, in my opinion. Anyways.
I do like the one, who was it, Tyson Fury versus Ngannou, when they did that build-up for the boxing area, when they were like hitting the bags and then the guy feels like the shaking from downstairs in another building. I thought that was a pretty badass promo.
Well, you got to see like the boxing promos and compare them. Even when they did, was it Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, they had a fucking whole production for them where they're like Vikings and they're going, dude, like it was like a 3-minute movie trailer. When's the last time? 100%. Like, do you remember the Aljo Conor McGregor, their promo in Vegas?
I forget how that went. It was mostly tearing of the pictures.
Oh, that was a good one too. Yeah, but it was like they're on the strip and they're just walking down. McGregor's got the sunglasses on. Like, it's Jose Aldo walking on one side, Conor McGregor walking on the other side, and they just meet in like the streets of Vegas. I just remember that because I'm like,
that's cool.
This is such a great promo. I was just like, this is really like. I just remember thinking at the time like, whoever thought of this is fucking like such a simple idea, but again, just got me so on board. They had that one song, No Church in the Wild. I just remember it was just such a great promo. When's the last time they did anything like a semblance of that? It's tough. I
100% agree with you on. The promotion is stale and boring and uncreative at this point.
And like you, to be fair, Jake, you would probably know more about that side than I would, like the production side and all that stuff. But like, I don't know how much more effort it would take on their end to be like, okay, let's just make this a little more interesting for everybody. Let's bring back those round tables. Like when we have an interesting fight, let's have them do like a sit down interview, like the Dominic Cruz, Cody Garbrandt, the Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, like those sit downs, phenomenal to this day. Like these are great promos. Like if they got the right guys, they got to be doing that stuff.
You got TJ saying, "I'm not talking to you." It's like, you got to talk to me, idiot. I'm right here.
Yeah, now it's like, they had Aiden Ross do like a fucking sit down with Aljo and Sean O'Malley. Like, that's not like, I get you got to appeal to the younger kids, but like, I feel like that didn't excite the fan base. Like, they got to like get more creative with how they excite people for these fights. Cause like you said, you're going to watch the fights regardless, but like, it's entertainment at the end of the day, and they're just like mailing it in on that end, which I get because they have to put on a lot of fights. Like there has to be like systems in place to make sure stuff gets done. But like, it would be nice. They're printing.
It sounds
money.
Like we're in agreement. If they just had less fights and better cards, everything would improve.
Nah, you can't do less fights though. There's too many guys coming off contenders.
Definitely, I'm not saying do less. Just make it more exciting. Like, put more thought into how you build the fights up. That's all. Like, I'm not saying less fights. I'm saying better build up.
Yeah, and to be fair, I wouldn't even want less fights too. Like, that's why I'm gonna watch all the fights regardless. But like, I would like, again, like just if I knew they were bringing the top guys in, like and again, respect, like, again, I'm biased obviously, but like a guy like Pumi, like how's there not a scout, or like a talent guy, just being like, okay, like this guy Pumi here, this guy here, like like these guys are really on the regional scene, really killing it. Like let's bring them in. Like these are the guys we want to bring into Contender Series. Like I'll see, and again, like I don't want to attack any individuals, but like I'll see like updates like, oh, this guy signed to the Contender Series, this guy signed to the Contender Series. I'm like, dude, like I know these. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like this guy's barely the best guy in his gym. Like how is this guy getting the shot over this guy? Like it's just like, how is he getting the shot over this guy? It's like, okay, so because he knows a guy. Like that's shitty. Like I don't want, like, and again, it's the fight business. That's how it works. But like, come on, man. Like, can't we at least have a shot at seeing the best guys compete again? Like that,
Wait, Jake, do we have anything else? Any major topics or?
Oh shit.
No, that was pretty much it.
So just looking at this card, there are some banger fights. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Oliveira, who I believe is now 2-0 in the UFC. That flying knee knockout over Bernardo, which was crazy because Bernardo was kind of whooping him up until the third round. He kind of got tired. And then he had a crazy fight with Ricky Simone, knocked him down a few times, if I remember correctly. And then he beat Saeed Nurmagomedov, 3-0 in the UFC. This is going to be a really good fight with him and Phillips. Bantamweight. Philip just lost to Rob Font also. That was a fun fight. What's the next one? Marvin Vettori's back. He's taking on Brendan Allen.
That's a good
be a
fight.
good one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, Prado, he's a good fighter. I don't know who this guy he's fighting, Nikolai Varetenikov.
Bless you.
I don't know, something like that. Who is this guy that he's fighting?
Jesus Christ. I want you to know this is me at every fight night now. Just like, who is this guy?
Well, he lost to Austin Vanderford, Paige
Oh,
Van
wow.
Zandt's husband. So he's the guy that lost to Paige Van Zandt's husband. I don't know. Some good ones, man. The Robert Valentin guy, he's coming off of the Ultimate Fighter season. Fujit, Islam, Dulata, I don't know who those guys are. I know Fujit.
Dude, this guy's not selling me on this card, Jake. I don't know.
Nah. Jimmy Crute, he's a recognizable name. Ryan Spann.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about like the earliest fights of the night right
Yeah.
now.
Well,
I think
I tried.
the main card. I did have like you could do the rapid fire predictions for the main card.
Let's do it.
All right, so first we got obviously Max versus Dustin. I don't think you guys said your predictions. Oh well, Aljo, you said Dustin. Matt, Steve,
I'm
who do
leaning
you
towards
think?
Dustin.
I'm weirdly leaning towards Max.
Interesting. Why?
I know, again, it doesn't work out like this, but I mean, Gaethje knocked out Dustin. Holloway knocked out Gaethje. You know, I'm going to say Holloway over Dustin just because of that.
All right, how about Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov with a straight face?
At this point, I guess like Kopylov.
Aljo?
I mean, Kopylov could probably come out there and teep kick him to death and win the fight. I don't know. Costa seems like a shell of himself lately, man. It's hard. I mean, he had that one spinning hook kick moment against Luke Rockhold.
Mm-hmm.
But in the past few fights, he hasn't looked like the Rockhold, the Costa that fought Yoel Romero on his way to the title shot. I feel like Kopylov has been running pretty hot right now. So I want to see Costa win, but I'm leaning towards Kopylov. I think Kopylov gets it done.
Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez.
It's a tough one for me. Both my guys represent the hood. So this is a tough one for me. Damn, Daniel. I mean, Kevin looked good in his last two fights, right? It was Vicente Luque. He uses jiu-jitsu in a weird, awkward angle, but it just shows he's got good grappling when he wants to use it. D-Rod is a tough. This is a tough man. That's a tough pick.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go Kevin Holland, but anytime I pick Kevin Holland, he loses. Anytime I pick against him, he wins. So this might just be another one of those, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't call this one. This one's a tough one. This is a coin
Ige
flip for me.
versus-
This is as good as 50-50 as it gets.
Okay. Ige versus Pitbull.
Wait, you didn't pick?
I'm not making picks.
Wow.
All right, I'll pick.
You guys
All right.
punked Jake into no more
No,
picks.
all right, fine.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, I'll catch up. Dustin, Kopylov, and Kevin Holland. Those are my picks so far.
Okay.
And then Dan Ige. I'm picking Dan Ige.
I'm going
Danny
Ige
Gage,
too.
I think that's a smart bet.
I'm picking Ige just based on the last performance of
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. And on top of that, I feel like Ige just got that power, man. When he connects, he just puts these guys, he just hurts them bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a beast.
My two
Michael
cents.
Johnson, Daniel Zellhuber. I'm
Daniel
not familiar
Zellhuber.
with these guys.
I'm gonna go Zellhuber at this point.
I feel like I've seen him fight. He fought at the Sphere, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember he had a banger fight.
It was like a fight of the night, just back and
Yeah.
forth war.
Against who?
Ribovich.
Yeah. I'm going with him off that. He's younger too. Michael Johnson is on a 2-fight winning streak. He just beat Otman Azatar in his last fight.
Johnson. That's a tough one to call because I don't know what mental state Johnson is in. He's fighting a young buck, man. Daniel Zellhuber should be fighting at 170. I don't know if you guys seen him in person. He is huge. Like, super tall. I even told him, I was like, yo, brother, I drilled with him one time. I was like, bro, I don't even know how the hell you make 155. Like, this is just scary. Like, he's throwing kicks at me. I'm checking in. I'm getting knocked backwards. I'm like, yeah, if I ever went up a weight class, keep me away from you because this guy is a beast. But Johnson, veteran, been around the game for a long time. You pick Zellhuber? Who'd you pick?
Gotta go Zellhuber.
I feel like it's Zellhuber's fight to lose, right? I feel like.
I think so. Yeah.
I
would love to see a Michael Johnson. I would love to see. I'm just for the old dogs. I would love to see a Michael Johnson upset here, but I feel like he's had a couple of those now. Like he won the last couple. I just think this is the one where it's like shit. Now you got another decent step up. Like I don't know if you're gonna be able to get past this hump at this point, Michael Johnson. Like
and Danny's so nice. I see him at the PI all the time. He's such a nice dude. And obviously that fucks up my picks because I'm like,
damn.
I like both these guys. I'm like,
now Aljo can't pick.
I'm like, I feel like it's Daniel's fight to lose, but because Johnson, I don't want to say he's a wild card, but he's not an easy out. But Daniel's so much younger, it just makes it's a tough choice. I'm on the fence.
There we go.
Michael, I did not pick against you. Danny, I did not pick against you.
All right, well.
Have a safe fight.
Look forward to Aljo's reaction to the main card, or to the main event, I'll say.
Oh, man, that's going to be crazy. We're going to watch it at the 8 Cigar Lounge over at Resorts World. Going to have some Funk Harbor on deck.
Try to get
that fighting recorded. In like 2 weeks?
Try to get the reactions recorded.
I am fighting in 5.5 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Yo, by the way, we got to talk about filming that.
It's coming
offline though. Yeah.
It's coming up quick.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good card.
It's all right.
I agree.
All right.
Anything else coming up exciting in the world? Congrats to Merab.
Oh, come on.
Fight of the
year so far. I mean, come on. Another win or two, he's going to be fight of the year for the rest of the year, too. Come on, that's awesome, though. I mean, who else could get it right now at this point right now? Like,
he's supposed to fight the day before my wedding, bro.
Wait, that fight's official?
Are you revealing information
I don't know
right
about
now,
the
Aljo?
official, but he wants to fight in Vegas in October. And I'm like, brother.
You got to do the shakeout with him and everything, brother. What do you mean?
I'm not doing the shakeout. I'll do the backroom shenanigans, but the shakeout Friday is my day.
You got to be sparring with them. You got to...
I'm be going crazy on Friday night. I know that. So I'm going to need some time to recover.
What is this guy saying? Nah, be ready. Saturday morning, you're going to war, brother. Be ready.
Yo, that'd be insane, bro.
I can't do it.
This man's considering his life right now.
Fly out to Vegas for Aljo's wedding. See Merab fight the night of.
Holy shit, that would be amazing.
It'd be a crazy weekend, right?
Yo, that'd be a legendary weekend.
Oh my God, Mia's gonna hate me. That's amazing.
Oh, I'm out. I'm literally. You're not.
Why would she hate you? She's coming to the wedding.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna go to the fights. Like.
You bring her to the fights.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
unless she doesn't want to watch fights.
Yeah, she'll watch the fights. That's good. That's a good call, Aljo.
Come on,
that's why. That's why he's the man. And that's why he's the funk. He knows.
If Merab's fighting that weekend, I'm buying a fucking ticket. And then going out.
I'll definitely get 2 tickets. Yeah, I gotta get 2 tickets.
Selfishly, I would like for him not to fight that weekend, but
you motherfucker, you'll be ready, Aljo. Come on, it's gonna be a great weekend for everybody.
For who?
For all of us.
I'm gonna be discombobulated all week until the wedding day.
You're gonna be discombobulated anyways, honestly. Like this is just a different reason for it. This is a good reason for it, a wholesome reason, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
There we go. Beautiful. All right, team, we did it. Another successful show.
Cut.
Is-
I think that. I mean, is that everything? John Jones back in the testing pool, allegedly.
Bro.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, who
I don't
cares?
give a
Just
fuck.
fucking, yeah.
Go
let him do
fucking
whatever
retire,
he
bro.
wants.
I thought he made 100,000 every time he walked out the house.
But
What's
you
he
think
need to
he's
fight for?
actually gonna fight at the White House if they actually do this crazy?
I mean, if they ask
part?
this man to fight at the White House, I mean,
How does
what
that work? It's the White House. Where are they gonna put an octagon?
on top of it? What do you mean? No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. I don't know how they would do that. It sounds crazy to me, honestly.
And how are you gonna get people to watch inside the octagon? Like the seating, unless they don't
He
care
said
about ticket sales.
there wouldn't be like a crowd. It would just be like a very big production with a very limited crowd
Damn.
Yeah.
for like security reasons.
Is it true they're gonna do it like Gladiator days, like where the loser has to be killed? Is that a real thing or no?
Yo, they should do that at Rome, bro, at the Coliseum.
Oh, that would be sick. An actual UFC fight. I know. Didn't Dana say they were definitely gonna do that at one point?
Probably not.
Nah, he was trying to get Zuck versus Musk at the Coliseum.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been fucking hilarious.
All right. We did some Shark Tanks yesterday, bro. My body feels broken.
There we go,
Bro,
Aljo. Come on.
This is the podcast that never ends.
This is.
This podcast can't end.
What other nonsense should we talk about now that we're here? You know what? Any gripes
Yo,
anyone has?
I still got to run 4 miles right now and edit this podcast tonight and edit clips.
You're gonna run 4 miles. Good for you.
I might push that off till the morning. At this point, it's late.
All right. I think we're all good. I'm excited for these fights, man. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nuts.
Aljo, where can they find you?
I wish I got to go there. We were planning to go there until I got the fight booked, but
To Louisiana?
yeah, for sure. Narlands.
Stop saying Narlands.
It's about to be out in the Narlands, baby.
New Orleans.
You guys can find me, as always, on everything Funkmaster MMA. Mixed martial arts. Check out some Funk Harbor rum. Don't forget. Get your bottle. Oh, we got Jamaican Independence Day coming up, August 6th. So make sure you get your bottle to celebrate. Guys, I own the company. Some people think I don't own the company. They thought I was like, just put my name on some shit. I'm like, nah, man. I put my hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears money from fighting into this project. So,
It's
if you
the
wanna
it's the best drink.
Support. No additives, no preservatives, no food coloring.
That shit cures. If you have a cold and you drink that, it'll cure it.
It actually does.
I swear to God.
I don't really
That-
drink, but that
it
stuff is
happened to
pretty
me.
good.
Yeah. Marab certified it too.
So,
He chugged some after the fight, his last fight with O'Malley.
wow. That's
I actually
a good
forgot
man
I
right
haven't
there.
posted that yet. I gotta post that.
Damn.
That was gangster.
Word. Well, all right, boys. Until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay black. I'm gonna be Blackanese when I go to China.
Let's go.
Ching. That means cheers.
I was like,
that means cheers.
he's one sound away from getting in a lot of trouble right now.
It means cheers.
This man goes Ching. Say Chong. Say Chong right now too. You're gonna get
All right,
killed, Aljo.
Boys, we're done.
That's it, boys.